Have you noticed your legs feeling shakier, more tired, or just not as strong as they used to be? Maybe it's getting harder to climb stairs, or you find yourself needing to sit down more often than before. While many people chalk this up to just aging, the truth is more alarming. Leg weakness after 60 isn't always natural, it's a warning sign. Weak legs can mean more than just getting older. They might be telling you that your body is struggling with muscle loss, poor circulation, nerve issues, or serious nutritional deficiencies. Left unchecked, these hidden problems can snowball, leading to dangerous falls, a loss of independence, and even life-threatening complications. But here's the good news: you can stop this from happening. The key lies in understanding what's really behind the weakness, and taking action before it's too late. In this video, we'll uncover the 5 most common reasons your legs are getting weaker after 60. And more importantly, what simple steps you can take to restore your strength, stability, and confidence. These aren't gimmicks, just science-backed strategies that work. Your legs are your freedom. Don't wait until a fall forces you to take this seriously. Be proactive, be informed, and take your strength back. If you find this helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with someone who needs it. Your support helps us create more content to keep you strong, healthy, and independent at any age. Reason number 1. Electrolyte imbalance, magnesium and potassium deficiency. Have you ever been abruptly woken up in the middle of the night by a crippling leg cramp that leaves you gasping for relief? Or perhaps you've noticed your legs feeling unusually weak or unsteady for no apparent reason? If so, this could be a sign that your body is missing essential minerals like magnesium and potassium, 2 powerhouses that play a significant role in muscle function and overall vitality. Let's dive into why this happens. Potassium is a vital mineral that helps muscles contract and relax smoothly. Without it, you might experience muscle cramps, weakness, and irregular heart rhythms. Think of potassium as the spark that helps your muscles do their job. On the other hand, magnesium works as the muscle relaxant. If your magnesium levels are too low, you could find yourself dealing with twitching muscles, constant fatigue, and even feelings of anxiety. Take the case of Tom, a 72-year-old man from Florida who loves his daily walks by the beach. Tom was puzzled when he began experiencing more and more leg cramps. Especially at night, what seemed like a minor nuisance quickly turned into something much worse, painful, debilitating cramps that kept him from getting a good night's sleep. After consulting his doctor, Tom discovered that both magnesium and potassium deficiencies were at the root of his issues. These imbalances were not just causing cramps but were also contributing to the overall weakness he was feeling in his legs. So, how do we correct this imbalance and get back to feeling strong and mobile? First and foremost, don't wait for the cramps to catch you off guard. Take proactive steps to nourish your body with the minerals it needs. Foods rich in potassium like bananas, oranges, spinach, and avocados are excellent choices to restore balance. These foods not only help your muscles work efficiently but also provide a natural energy boost, keeping you alert and active throughout the day. Magnesium, on the other hand, can be found in foods like almonds, dark chocolate, yes, a sweet treat that's actually good for you, whole grains, and legumes. Incorporating these into your diet can help relax your muscles and provide much-needed energy. But nutrition isn't everything. Hydration is also crucial. Many people overlook the impact dehydration can have on muscle function, but it's a key factor in worsening mineral deficiencies. If your body isn't getting enough water, your muscles are less likely to operate at their best, leading to more cramping and fatigue. One more simple trick that could transform your nightly routine: warm Epsom salt baths. Magnesium in Epsom salts is absorbed directly through the skin, helping to relax your muscles and prevent those painful leg cramps from keeping you awake. Imagine this: a peaceful, quiet evening, with the soothing warmth of a bath melting away your stress while magnesium quietly does its work to ease your muscles. It's easy to underestimate the power of hydration and mineral-rich foods. But they're the foundation of strong, healthy muscles. By making small but consistent changes, you can prevent those painful cramps and achieve stronger, More resilient legs. The best part? You'll feel more empowered to take on whatever life throws your way, whether it's a walk in the park or a trip up the stairs. So, before you let those cramps take over your nights, make sure you're fueling your body with the right balance of potassium and magnesium. Staying hydrated, and embracing the simple but powerful relief of an Epsom salt soak. Your legs, and your overall health, will thank you for it. Reason number 2. Spine issues, sciatica and herniated discs. Did you know that the strength of your legs isn't just about your muscles, but also deeply connected to the health of your lower back? It may be surprising, but issues with your spine can have a significant impact on your leg's strength and mobility. If you've ever experienced sudden leg weakness, numbness, or pain that radiates from your lower back, there's a strong possibility that a condition like sciatica or a herniated disc is at play. Let's paint a picture. Imagine Sarah, a vibrant 68-year-old woman, who loved gardening and spending long afternoons on her feet, tending to her roses. Over time, she noticed that her legs felt increasingly weak, especially after standing for a while. It wasn't just fatigue, it was as though her legs were giving out on her. What puzzled Sarah was the intense, burning pain that shot down from her lower back into her legs. Sometimes, her left leg felt as though it simply couldn't bear weight. After visiting her doctor, she learned that her symptoms were caused by a herniated disc pressing against the sciatic nerve. This nerve compression was responsible for the sudden weakness and shooting pain in her legs. So, what exactly is going on in your spine when this happens? The spine, which houses the spinal cord and the crucial nerves that control your limbs, is central to your ability to move with strength and ease. When a disc in your spine becomes herniated, meaning it bulges or ruptures, it can press on the nerves that extend to your legs. This pressure leads to pain, numbness, and sometimes a feeling of weakness that can make walking, standing, or even sitting challenging. But here's the good news. You don't have to suffer in silence. Addressing spinal health through simple lifestyle adjustments and exercises can help alleviate these symptoms and restore strength to your legs. Core and lower back strengthening exercises are key. Simple stretches and movements, such as pulling your knees toward your chest or gently twisting your spine while seated, can help improve flexibility and reduce pressure on your nerves. These stretches don't just make you feel better, they can also prevent further degeneration of the discs in your spine, which could otherwise lead to more severe issues over time. It's also important to avoid prolonged sitting, which can exacerbate spinal pressure and worsen leg weakness. In today's world, many of us find ourselves sitting for long periods, whether at work or during leisure time. But it's vital to remember, movement is medicine. If you're sitting for extended periods, be sure to stand up, stretch, and walk around every 30 minutes. Small actions, like standing and stretching, can keep your spine limber and your legs strong. You could even place a small cushion or lumbar support behind your lower back to help maintain proper posture and reduce strain on your spine. The bottom line: a healthy spine is the foundation of healthy legs. By taking steps to strengthen your core, stretch your back, and improve your posture, you can support the health of both your spine and your legs, ensuring that they continue to work in harmony as you age. Imagine reclaiming your mobility the way Sarah did after committing to a series of back strengthening exercises. She began to feel more confident on her feet, enjoying her gardening once again without fear of leg weakness. Just as important, she learned to listen to her body. When the pain flared up, she would rest, stretch, and use heat therapy to calm the inflammation. When we treat our spine with care, the reward is more than just relief from pain. It's a life of freedom to move with strength, confidence, and joy, no matter our age. Reason number 3. Nerve damage, peripheral neuropathy. Have you ever experienced a strange tingling sensation in your feet? Or felt as if your legs were walking on soft foam? Or perhaps your feet felt unusually cold or even burned, despite the temperature being normal? These unusual sensations might be warning signs of nerve damage, specifically peripheral neuropathy, a condition that affects nearly 1/3 of older adults, particularly those dealing with diabetes or vitamin deficiencies. Let's take a moment to think about John. A 70-year-old retiree who once enjoyed long walks along the beach and hiking up his favorite trails. Over time, he began noticing something strange. His feet often felt numb, and sometimes they felt as if they were on fire. This unsettling sensation made it hard to walk properly, and he started avoiding his usual activities. John's condition was a classic case of peripheral neuropathy, a disorder where nerve fibers outside the brain and spinal cord are damaged. Why does this happen? It often starts with high blood sugar levels, a hallmark of diabetes. When blood sugar is chronically high, it can damage the tiny blood vessels that supply the nerves with oxygen and nutrients. Over time, these nerves weaken, leading to a loss of sensation, pain, or even weakness in the affected areas. But it's not just diabetes. Vitamin B12 deficiency is another common culprit. This vitamin plays a crucial role in maintaining healthy nerve function. Without enough B12, nerves can deteriorate, leading to weakness and sensory disturbances, particularly in the legs and feet. The scary part? If left untreated, peripheral neuropathy can worsen, leading to balance issues, increased fall risk, and a significant decrease in quality of life. However, there is hope. The key to managing nerve damage is prevention and intervention. First and foremost, controlling your blood sugar levels through proper diet and exercise can significantly slow or even halt nerve damage. Foods rich in B12, like eggs, dairy products, and leafy greens, are essential for nerve health. In fact, a diet rich in these nutrients can help restore some of the nerve function, especially if a deficiency is contributing to the problem. Let's not forget about alcohol. While it's enjoyable in moderation, excessive drinking can also contribute to nerve damage. This is due to alcohol's toxic effects on the nerves, and long-term abuse can worsen symptoms of peripheral neuropathy. And here's a simple yet effective remedy: massage therapy. Gently massaging your legs and feet can stimulate blood flow, reduce tension, and improve nerve function. Imagine relaxing after a long day with a soothing foot massage. Not only does it feel amazing, but it can also help your nerves recover and regain some functionality. But perhaps most importantly, if you experience persistent numbness or tingling, don't just shrug it off as a natural part of aging. Pay attention to the signals your body is sending. Seeking medical advice is critical. Early detection and proper treatment can help manage symptoms and prevent further nerve damage. For instance, your doctor might recommend prescription medications or physical therapy to help manage the pain and improve mobility. In John's case, after a few lifestyle changes, reducing his sugar intake, incorporating more vitamin-rich foods, and doing regular foot massages, he was able to regain much of the feeling in his feet. Not only did he feel more connected to his body, but he also found himself back on his favorite walking trail, enjoying the sensation of solid ground beneath his feet. Peripheral neuropathy doesn't have to be a life sentence. With the right lifestyle changes and medical intervention, you can manage and even reverse the damage, regaining control over your movements and your life. Reason number 4. Poor circulation, peripheral artery disease, PAD. Have you ever experienced that unsettling feeling of your legs growing cold, numb, or cramping after a short walk? Or perhaps you've noticed that standing for too long leaves your legs feeling heavy, as if they're weighted down? These might be subtle yet significant warning signs of poor circulation, a common condition that occurs when plaque builds up in the arteries, reducing blood flow to your limbs, a condition known as peripheral artery disease, PAD. Imagine for a moment Sarah, a 65-year-old who loved gardening and strolling through the park every morning. Lately, though, she found herself unable to enjoy these activities as much as she used to. After walking a few steps, her calves would tighten painfully, and she'd have to stop to rest. The simple joy of a walk had turned into a struggle. Sarah's story is a reflection of what many people with PAD experience: a decrease in circulation that leaves their legs feeling fatigued and vulnerable to cramping or even more severe complications. What's happening underneath the surface? In a healthy body, blood vessels carry oxygen-rich blood to the muscles and tissues that need it. But in PAD, the arteries leading to your legs become narrowed or blocked due to a buildup of fatty deposits, or plaque. This restricts the blood flow, leading to a series of uncomfortable symptoms, weak, tired legs, muscle cramps, and even open wounds that are slow to heal. In severe cases, untreated PAD can lead to infection and the risk of gangrene, where tissue dies due to lack of blood supply. But let's break it down further. Have you ever experienced that strange sensation of your legs cramping when you've been standing still for too long? This could very well be PAD at work, and it's telling you that your circulatory system is struggling. When you sit or rest, the cramping might subside, giving you a false sense of relief. But the underlying problem is still there. If you're noticing these signs, it's crucial to take action sooner rather than later. The key to managing PAD is improving circulation, and there are a few steps you can take to get started right away. One of the simplest and most effective ways is walking. While it may seem counterintuitive to move when your legs are tired or painful, regular walking helps stimulate blood flow, keeping the arteries active and promoting healthier circulation. You don't have to run marathons. Start small. Even a brisk walk around your home can make a difference. Staying hydrated is equally important. Water helps your blood flow more easily, and staying well hydrated prevents your arteries from becoming stiff and congested. Alongside that, reducing sodium in your diet is crucial, as too much salt can lead to water retention and swelling, making PAD symptoms worse. For an added boost to circulation, try elevating your legs after a long day. Just propping your legs up on a cushion or pillow for a few minutes can help blood flow back to the upper body, giving your legs a much-needed break. Soaking your feet in warm water and gently massaging them also works wonders to promote blood flow and ease discomfort. But don't ignore persistent symptoms. If you continue to experience leg pain, numbness, or difficulty walking, it's time to see a healthcare professional. PAD, if left untreated, can increase your risk for more serious cardiovascular problems, such as heart disease and even stroke. Early intervention can make a world of difference, helping prevent long-term complications and improving your overall quality of life. PAD is a condition that may creep up slowly, but it doesn't have to control your life. With the right steps, you can improve circulation, regain strength in your legs, and return to doing the activities you love. Remember, every step counts, literally. Reason number 5. Muscle loss, sarcopenia. As we age, one of the most overlooked but impactful changes in the body is the gradual loss of muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. While this process begins quietly in our 30s, it accelerates significantly after 60. If left unaddressed, sarcopenia can lead to a loss of up to 30% of muscle mass by the time we reach our 80s. What does that really mean? Well, the effects show up in everyday moments: struggling to rise from a low chair, feeling winded after climbing a flight of stairs, or sensing that your legs feel heavier than they used to. Over time, this quiet loss of strength can turn once simple activities into daily challenges. But here's the hopeful truth: sarcopenia is not inevitable. With the right steps, you can slow it down, or even reverse it. Take James, for instance. At 70, he began to notice he couldn't walk as far as he used to without needing to rest. Rather than surrendering to the changes, he introduced a few simple strength exercises into his morning routine: squats using a chair for support, leg raises, and light resistance bands, combined with more protein-rich foods like eggs, fish, and beans. James slowly began to feel stronger. Within a few months, not only was he walking farther, but he also regained his confidence and independence. The key to preserving muscle as we age lies in 3 essential habits. 1. Strength-focused movement. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day of simple exercises can keep your muscles active. 2. Adequate protein intake. Lean meats, legumes, and dairy help repair and rebuild muscle fibers. 3. Consistency. Building strength takes time, but the rewards, mobility, balance, and vitality, are priceless. Sarcopenia doesn't have to define your later years. With small, steady changes, you can protect your strength, enhance your quality of life, and continue doing the things you love with freedom and joy. Weak legs aren't just a nuisance, they're your body's way of waving a red flag. Each wobble, cramp, or lingering fatigue may be a quiet cry for attention. signaling that something deeper is out of balance, be it muscle loss, poor circulation, nerve damage, spinal strain, or an electrolyte disturbance. These aren't just isolated issues. They are messengers, reminding us that strength, like health itself, is something we must nurture daily. But the good news? You don't need drastic measures to make meaningful change. Often, the most powerful tools are the simplest. Start with what you have. Move for 5 minutes each morning, stretch, walk, stand tall, choose real, nourishing foods that support your muscles, your nerves, your heart. Drink water not just for thirst, but for vitality. Pause during your day to feel your posture. Are you slouching under years of habit? Or standing in support of your spine? Small shifts, practiced consistently, become powerful transformations. I once met a woman in her late 60s who told me, "I used to think slowing down was just part of aging, until I realized I had stopped giving myself permission to fight back." That stayed with me. You don't have to surrender your strength. Not today, not ever. So ask yourself, what's one step you can take today to honor your legs, your body, your independence? If this message resonated with you, feel free to share it with someone who may be quietly struggling. And I'd love to know, what insight from today surprised you the most? Let's start a conversation in the comments.